one of the things you do talk about here is, storytelling.
Yes.
And the significance of storytelling. And it's becoming more and more apparent that, people are not kind of cut and dried and facts and figures. They like to hear a nice story, feel part of it and stuff like that. What's your take on storytelling as it comes to sales?
So I've got a very specific definition about it. That's not involving a 2 or 3 minute, novella that you're going to tell the customer, but I give in the book a 4-question format that enables you to tell a story in 30 seconds, right? And what you're trying to do in that story is you're trying to draw the customer in that they can start envisioning themselves using your product or service. That's what I was trying to do. Try to get them to take that mental test drive with your product. And so I provide 4 questions that you're going to answer in constructing a story. And you're going to answer, why is somebody interested in talking to us in the first place? Why did somebody first approach us about our solution? 2, what was the problem that they're trying to solve? What's happening in their business that's motivating some sort of change? 3 is why did they decide to choose us? And 4 is what the value they receive from investing in our solution and putting it to use in their business. I work with companies and training on this is that if you can learn how to tell this in 20 to 30 seconds, which you absolutely can, you start using it then in place of factual answers. So when the customer says, well, how does your system handle that? Instead of going into this blah, 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 which is what the customer hears, you say, well, let me illustrate that by talking about how one of our customers is doing that. And so what you want to do is build up this inventory of stories that can be shared among salespeople. Well, it doesn't have to be just one salesperson's story, but if a salesperson creates one, then he or she should be duty-bound to share it with their peers because they can all tell it. But start building up this inventory. So a salesperson should have at any time 3 to 5 stories that they can tell to customers. And it has this impact, like I said, of drawing the customer into it and providing some third-party validation as well, which is really crucial, right? Because it's not just you talking about what your system does, but it's about, hey, how this customer, sort of like you, is using it to achieve similar ends.
Gotcha.